I'm gonna try something different today. It's Wheelie Wednesday, another update regarding wheelie progress. But I figured this time what we try to do is just do more of like a one take. That way you kind of maybe get a better feel for where I'm at in terms of progress on my bike and what my wheelies look like these days. So we're gonna also go with a different setup. So we've got the GoPro Max running on a chest mount. So I'm just trying to see if this is kind of the right approach for vlogging while wheeling, if you will. It's super windy, so hopefully you can pick this up. I'm using the rear mics on the GoPro Max, which is another reason I like the Max. You can specify which mics you want to use. So right now we're using the mics on the back. And like I said, this is just an update regarding how the wheelies are going. So I'm just gonna talk, I'm gonna ride, maybe do a couple circles, visit the park here, just see what we've got going on today. I kind of like it over here because it's shady and there's usually nobody over here. Today it's kind of windy, so that's the only downside to today. But yeah, so take a few laps here, see if I can get anything going on. Whew. And that was my first loop out. Ah, that hurt like shit. On my ass mostly. But that should make for a good intro. To say the least. Shit. Well, they say fail fast, right? So you gotta fail first before you can learn to ride. Make sure everything's still glued on here, including my brain. So while we're here, let's just talk a bit about what's new on the bike. Got some new grips. Got the OD Vans lock-on grips. Got my speaker, my Bluetooth speaker down here. And the thick slicks. Now the thick slicks isn't what just caused me to loop out right now. I looped out because I've been getting more aggressive with my wheelies. I'm more confident in my abilities. So I'm definitely getting more aggressive with getting the bike up in the air. And that time I just didn't use enough brake, or something I've been thinking about too is my brakes kind of suck. Well, there's stock brakes, so I can't really compare them to anything else, but right then when I was trying to save that, I found that even though I was cranking, and even maybe I need to use two fingers, because right now I'm just generally speaking using one, and you can see where on my finger I'm sort of shedding some skin, because when I close this up, it's hitting my finger. Oh yeah, anyways, really I was just rambling on there because my ass hurts, and I was trying to pull myself together. So let's try that again. This should be an interesting Wheelie Wednesday. At least you know what I'm working with here. Oh, another thing that has worked really well is in terms of getting the front end up is adjusting my seat. So I found that if I adjust my seat, someone in the comments suggested that I raise my seat up and then tilt it forward. And I found that almost immediately after I did that, it was much easier to get the front end up and find that kind of balance point. So as soon as I made that little adjustment, I just found it easier, a little bit easier anyways, to get a few more cranks in and to get the front wheel popped up relatively easy. The other thing you can clearly see I'm still struggling with is just keeping that balance point. So even if I'm here, like that's working, but often find myself leaning to the right, mostly to the right or left. But it's definitely, it's definitely coming together. Another thing, it's my birthday today. That's Wheelie Wednesday. It just happens to be my birthday. And I don't know if I've told you or if you guys have kind of guessed how old I am, but I'm just now getting back into BMX. I never seriously rode BMX, but as a kid I had the Huffies. I had my old Haro, like back in the Nyquist days. And you know, for the most part I would just like to ride street. Didn't really do any dirt jumps or ride vert or anything like that. I just love cruising around the streets, jumping off curbs, exploring, kind of urban exploration. And so that's what's got me back into BMX. And my buddy, he had some red lines, and he brought out his bikes not too long ago. And as soon as I hopped back on the red line, he had some 24 inches. And I thought, man, I gotta get another bike. And sure enough, I ended up with this guy. And ever since then, I found all these kids trying to do wheelies. And first thing I want to do is learn how to do wheelies. So that gets me back to what I was saying. Never too old to learn something new. Never too old to learn how to wheelie. It may take some time, but you know, stick with it, be persistent, fail a few times, and I think we'll get there. So that's it for this Wheelie Wednesday. Signing out. Stay tuned for more crashes, more fails, more progress. And if you guys have any other tips that could help me out, leave them in the comments below. Meanwhile, subscribe. Let me know if you like this camera angle. You want to see something different. If you think this totally blows. If you have any suggestions regarding the settings. I think a lot of people run GoPros without the hyper smooth because it creates a better sense of speed. Right now I'm running hyper smooth, so I've also got horizon leveling, so it may just be overly smooth. And again, it's super windy today, so I don't know if the audio is coming through, but hopefully it is. If not, I just rambled on for about 10 minutes about nothing, and nobody will ever know what the hell I was talking about. Another thing I can't figure out is my front hub right here. It sort of whines. It just makes this like squeaking sound, constant squeaking sound. It's faint, and just happens when it rolls, but it's annoying. So if anybody has any advice regarding what that is or how to fix it, if it's just oil or something that I can get in there, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button, and we'll see you in the next one.